Cell phones and the internet have been abundantly available for a while now, and our lives have become reliant on the constant connection they provide. We send messages to one another, we video call, we share all sorts of things with our devices. But what happens when a storm comes around and you lose power? What happens when your cell phone doesn't get any signal? Hi, my name is Vornite. Welcome to the show. LoRa stands for long range, and it's a radio communications technique similar to Wi-Fi or cellular. Usually, to operate a radio communications device, you need a license, but not so for LoRa. These devices communicate on sub-gigahertz frequencies, which means that you don't need a special license. A LoRa device won't let you talk to someone abroad, at least not directly, but it can easily let you talk to people on the next town over. LoRa mesh networks are independent, and anyone can add more nodes to expand the range of the network. A node is like an antenna that will help repeat and broadcast messages between the devices. Some people have already managed to get a connection across a distance of 331 kilometers or 205 miles. For example, the entire country of Singapore is about 740 kilometers or 280 miles squared. What makes this technology even better is how affordable it is. Most of the devices needed to deploy your own mesh community are all fairly cheap. For example, you can get a Heltec ESP32 LoRa V3 node for around $30, or something like the SenseCap card tracker T1000E for meshtastic for about $40. I know it's a mouthful, but bear with me. These devices allow you to use your phone to interact with other users in the mesh network. You could also opt to get a dedicated LoRa messaging device like the LilyGo T-Deck. Generally, these devices give you about 2 to 8 kilometers or 1 to 5 miles of range. You can always expand the range of your mesh by just adding more nodes to it. In the LoRa spectrum of communications, there are two different protocols to choose from: meshtastic and mesh core. There are some technical differences you can read about on your own, but for the sake of this video, just know that to talk to someone in a LoRa network, both parties have to be under the same protocol: meshtastic to meshtastic or mesh core to mesh core. Think of them as different messaging apps. Here's how it all works. First, we need the device you'll use to connect to the mesh. For this example, we'll refer to the tracker T1000E for meshtastic. The tracker will hook up to your phone via Bluetooth and will allow you to message other people within the range of a signal. If someone else is hooked up to meshtastic and within your range, you can both communicate with each other. If the person or you move out of each other's range, you'll lose connection. To remedy this, all you have to do is add another node to the network. Ideally, you want to set up the node somewhere high above everything else, because clear line of sight will help maintain connections. You can add more nodes if you like to further expand your reach. In fact, anyone can add more nodes to your network. The messages will stay encrypted between people, but the nodes are open for anyone to use. These nodes can go on for years on battery power alone, but you could get a solar panel and technically have them run forever. Maintenance is very minimal with a node, and if you need to do any updates, you can access them remotely and run the update that way. The more nodes you get connected to each other, the wider your community can grow. There are multiple communities around the globe that already use this technology to stay connected. If you're interested, you can do a search for mesh communities near you, or help set one up yourself. From my time researching, I found that the NYC Mesh website has a really helpful guide for starting a community network. It's time to use technology to help us bring us together. And to do that, we need independent ways of communications. Technology is for everyone. We can all build a safe cyber world for us to grow together. Reclaim the tech and make it work for your cause. I hope to have piqued your interest enough to go on your own and learn more. Maybe you can become the founder of your own mesh community. What do you think? Is LoRa something that you're interested in? Are you already part of a community? How did you get started? Got any tips? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, peace.